Yeah, once again.
Once again, Charles Scott bringing you another segment of Dead 54 in front of the penitentiary. Is this 4th Street right here or this Eagle Street?
This is Forest
This is 4th Street.
Street.
This,
954.
954 4th
This
Street.
is not Forest Street, I'm wrong. I've
This is
been
not
here
for,
1,000 years and can't even remember the name of the street.
can't even remember the name of the
That's the
street.
damnest they done in my mind.
Yeah. So this breakdown down here where they turn down this hole so they can build another.
They turned it down not to cut down on the population of the prison. They turned it down to make more room for us. Don't look like they developing anything.
No.
They destroying mines, but they gonna replace the space they have here. They gonna replace it with us. The space they have here, we'll quickly fill it up.
Yes. Yes. And
Look at this. Look at this
this is
ugliness.
this is the gate right here, but we're going down here to where they already torn down more spaces. They tore down the old jail so they can build another jail.
They turn it down to fill them up. They're gonna fill this space up quickly. Look at this room that they got left down in here.
And I believe they're gonna double the capacity of the jails.
The more bodies, the more money.
The more bodies, the more money. What it costs, like $30,000 a year to keep one
I
inmate?
think it's about 30-something thousand a year per inmate. Now I don't really know the figures.
Man, what if they took that money and educated that one man?
That's what they should be doing with the money. But they're not trying to help us to correct the things they have done to us for years. They're not trying to correct us to stop crime.
They get money off our
Yeah.
bodies.
Prison is a booming business, as everyone knows. You know me, through catering service, commissary, healthcare. Everybody getting money at our expense. At our misery, everybody's getting paid.
From bringing us here on slave ships till today, it's us.
It's us against the evilness of this society. People that's profiting off our misery. It's us. They got a mix of other people, races of people, Puerto Ricans, a few little whites every now and then. But it's us.
It's mainly us. From
They had this commercial down in Florida, and the name of the commercial was I can't remember.
But what was it about?
It was about they was trying to campaign to have that state build a prison in this certain community because they wanted that business.
Yeah.
And they was campaigning to try to get a prison built in this particular part of the neighborhood. And I'm saying, man, can you believe this?
Why a prison and not more schools?
Schools, educational programs, things that help the people. No, they wanted a prison to add to the misery that's already being done to us.
And more money for the police department so they can lock up more people. Why do you think that society giving more time for crime that they did not give that much time to 30, 40, 50 years ago, but they're giving more time for the same crime now?
Well, I don't have the statistics to explain that particular question you just asked because I haven't done no research on that. But if you look at the prison population and the count of the prison population, and I already said this in the earlier little segment we did, we 12% of the population out here in society, but we 80, 90, 95% of the prison population. That doesn't say something is wrong. What's being done to us as a people? Something is wrong, John.
Do you think that before they brought us here on slave ships, that we was a certain group of people and they knew who we were?
No, come on, man. I don't understand.
Well, but because we are persecuted the most out of all.
We're persecuted most because of the color of our skin, the hate that these particular white folks have for us. I mean, we persecute because these people just out and out hate us and they trying to destroy us.
Yeah.
And they've been trying to destroy us for years and years and years.
But yet they need us for them prison systems, so they don't want us destroyed altogether.
Oh, it ain't no overnight thing. I mean, this ain't no, well, you know what I mean, they go push a button and we're going to die tomorrow. No, they getting paid. We already destroyed mentally. We already destroyed mentally, man. They did the woo-wee with our mind. Look at the things, we didn't talk about this before, but look at the things that they got us doing to ourselves.
Yeah.
Look at the things, look at how they got us thinking about the world, period. We don't know what's going on. We think we know what's going on. We don't really know what's going on with us. Because if we did, our young kids wouldn't be out here murdering each other on a massive scale like they doing today. Come on, man, this thing is pitiful.
So how would you approach young people today to tell them and get them your story about how to not get involved?
How would I go about trying to get to the kids' mind? Is what you asked me? Is that the question? I would get together with a group of men that knows better than me. People like Dennis Wise and it's a whole lot of people like him that's got the ability to get to these kids and talk to them and straighten them out. This ain't no you gonna get 1 or 2 kids and sit down and talk to them and they gonna straighten right out like that. No, it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I mean? We got to get some classrooms and teach these young kids who they are. What's their purpose in life? What they need to do to straighten these things out that we're doing to each other. We need some classrooms. We need some programs. We got to implement some more curriculum in school to help us to come out of this rut that we in.
And everybody won't be able to come out the rut, but if you save one, save.
I mean, if you save one, that's you know, they say one is better than none. We already understand that little skit there.
But to implement a program
we got to get some of that $36,000 that they spend to keep us in here and take a portion of that money and open up some classrooms around this country to help straighten the black young kids' minds out.
Before they hit this.
Before they come in, look here. Before they come here, they're making room. They're making a whole lot of room to put us up in here, man.
They're making a whole lot of room.
Continue to destroy us.
So,
there's a whole lot of room here. That's a whole lot of bodies that they putting up in this little empty lot now that won't be empty long.
yes.
It ain't gonna be empty long, man.
It ain't gonna be empty long because they're gonna build.
I got a little friend named JR. We were just talking a little bit about some of the things that he's been trying to implement on his little program.
Right.
You know, he kicking out some of the messages that people need to listen to.
Yeah.
What we doing to each other, what we doing to ourselves, it's need to stop. If it don't stop, we constantly going down here.
Do you believe because the man thinks years ahead how to keep us in bondage?
I mean, if you ever heard of the little thing called Willie Lynch?
Yeah.
Willie Lynch was a hell of a man. He was a white man. He was a slave owner. And he did something with us to keep us in check. And if you read his little literature and look at what we're doing to ourselves today, he's mostly responsible for our actions and our outlook on life.
That one man
did more damage to us than any man on this planet. He did more damage to us than Hitler did to them Jews. Hitler supposed to kill 6 million, 7 million Jews. I don't know how many it was. But he wasn't the worst. This man, Willie Lynch, is worse than Hitler, Stalin. What's the Chinese man name over there that's supposed to kill 70-some million of his people? I forgot his name.
But Willie Lynch did an everlasting.
Willie Lynch had destroyed us mentally. And if you read the little literature that he put out and how he was going to control us for thousands and thousands of years, you can believe it if you want to. But if you don't believe it, there's something wrong with you. Because all you got to do is read it and then look at what we're doing to ourselves. That's all you got to do. Read it and look at what we're doing to ourselves.
Now, I was over here before, but I never seen this opening right here of this. When they open this, I don't know if they're gonna knock this whole penitentiary down, because don't look like they're gonna knock the whole penitentiary down. It look like they're just gonna open up this part and keep that part there, and build a segment. Because I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm gonna try to get this phone in here, and if you can see it, there. trying to. But they
I don't know if they're gonna knock the whole thing down. I don't know if they're gonna knock the whole thing down too. I don't know.
But anyway, they're gonna build another jail here.
Oh, I mean, come on, without a doubt, they're gonna build a jail here. They ain't gonna put no trees or no garden or no park down here. You better bet your money on that.
So have you ever spoken to your friend Dennis Wise lately about what he might do, or
No, we haven't spoken in depth on what his plans are for the future. But I know he wanted to help the kids out here because he know what it did to him when he was a young man, how they destroyed him, and they still destroying him. They're
Yeah.
lying on him, saying the man is selling drugs, and come on, man. If you get in that man mind and heart, he's one of the nicest men in this town right now. He's trying to help the kids. He's somebody that came up with some little tale that he's a drug dealer. Come on.
Yes. If
Where that hate come from that you trying to destroy a man that's trying to help the people, that's trying to help the young? How much hate do someone have for this man where they don't even care about the young kids that he trying to help? They just want to make sure that he's unsuccessful and the help that he's trying to initiate.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right, because he wanted to pull like I said last time, the last segment, he wanted to pull a couple of y'all in to start something and helping these young kids.
That's what we're talking about. You got to get people like him to sit down at the table and lay him, Peanut King. These people got something going on in their minds that they can help and start something that's going to turn this thing around. But people not trying to reach out to them and trying to get what they got in their mind.
Right.
To help the community. They're not trying to get with these people. They're trying to destroy these people. These people got some valuable information that need to be shared in our community and with our people. And somebody know this. Somebody know this.
People with experience of being
But they ain't nothing. That's just the win.
being in trouble and getting in trouble, they's the one you should look toward to keep people out of trouble.
Yeah, because they got the experience, the knowledge of what's going on, or what done happened with us that got us going in the direction that we going on.
Right.
They have that. They have that. They got that knowledge about what we need to do and the steps that we need to take to correct this wrong or to correct this path that we are heading at. Because it's not a path of positive. It's a path of destruction.
Yeah.
Look at us. It's a path of destruction.
And that's right. If you happen to go to jail, then you got to fight your own people who don't know what they is.
Well, they got the danger in prison now is mostly the gang things and the mindset of our young, because everybody's their enemy now. They got so much hate in their heart, they hate themselves pretty much. You know what I mean? And when you hate yourself, how can you love somebody else?
Yeah.
You ought to hear, I mean, come on, listen to that in the rap songs, what these kids are saying about our women, how they destroying our women, the bees and I mean, it's a shame. Back in the day, we used to talk about how we gonna love our women, how we gonna take care of our women, how we gonna protect our women.
Yeah.
These young kids rapping about how they gonna destroy their women.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch and this and that and that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That ain't what we do to our women. That women got to raise our kids.
Yeah.
And if we fuck their mind up, then they gonna fuck our kids' mind up. You can't do that. You know what I mean? The female is our backbone. We need to raise them properly and correct in order for them to be strong women and to raise our kids to be proper and correct. If we destroy them, then we need to destroy it ourselves.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man, come on, man. That's what it is.
Yes, the female.
Yeah, the female she's a part of us. She's a major part of us.
Yes. That's the one that raised the children.
If we destroy her mind, then what's going to happen with our kids?
And that's what the man is trying to do, destroy the female mind so she won't raise the children right.
Yeah, because they can't be raised right. Come on, man. If she confused and our kids confused, you can see it. What's going on today?
Yes. They use her to keep the black man down.
Yeah.
Make sure they give her a position over the black man,
Yeah,
so she can look down on the black man
and help destroy us.
and help destroy
And
it.
help to destroy.
That's Willie
the
Lynch.
plan. That is Willie Lynch.
That's in his letter.
You got that.
Get to the female.
Yeah, you got that, man. That's Willie Lynch. And he's saying that. All you got to do is read it and understand the direction he want us to go in.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
real. What the direction he want us
He's
to go
like a pharaoh. He's like a pharaoh, Willie Lynch. How to keep the slaves in check.
Oh, we in check.
We in check.
We got to come from under check.
Yeah.
It ain't mate yet,
It ain't mate.
but it's check.
It's it ain't mate, but it's check. That's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We gonna come from under this thing. We just got to get together.
You think so? I don't know. Well, because
I mean, it's a lot of things that's going on.
Because I believe in the book. I don't know how you believe in the book. And only,
I mean, you can listen. We can say only it's in God's hands. No, it ain't in no God's hands. It's in our hands to correct us. He gave us the mind and the ability to think and to study His Word. Now, we can't wait on the pie in the sky theory and all that little kind. We got to do this ourselves. He gave us the ability to do that.
through the word.
And we got to take them steps to read that word properly and correctly and do what we need to do to come from underneath for this. He ain't gonna intervene like that. If he was gonna intervene, he'd have did that yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
No, we got to do this on our own. But we starting to wake up.
We starting to wake up.
We starting to wake up. It ain't no overnight success with this. We got to do it a day at a time.
Because we've been in bondage a long
We've been in
time.
bondage a long time, man. And we got to do some things to correct the wrong that we've been doing to each other. And like I said, it ain't, it's a slow process, but it's slowly coming, and people are slowly waking up and seeing the truth. They starting to. They start.
And it's going to take a while because we've been in.
Man, how long did it take for us to get to the situation that we're in right now? That wasn't overnight.
Well, they
man.
put us in this situation when
Yes,
they brought
they
us
did.
here on them slave ships.
Make no mistake about that.
And then they redlined us and put us in ghettos.
I mean,
And they gave the fake Jews over there in Israel, which are not the real Jews, billions of dollars every year for reparations. And won't give the slaves that built this country up
well,
nothing.
they ain't gonna give us no money. You know, man, we getting money. They're not even. That ain't even on the table. They ain't even part. Nobody's playing.
Not the Republicans or Democrats.
It don't make no difference what your party is. I mean, you know what I mean.
That's just not their plan.
Ain't they playing? They don't think we can earn any reparation. We shouldn't get anything. We didn't. As they look at it, we haven't done nothing. Which we already know that they're wrong.
But built this country up.
We did a whole lot of things for this country.
And then when we tried to build our own communities up, they bombed us.
Well, they bombed certain communities like they did the Black Wall Street. It was a couple of Black Wall Streets that the white man destroyed. You know what I mean? I mean, you had some black folks back then in the 1800s that was brilliant. That was brilliant and trying to get ahead. But how can you get ahead in a society and a country that hates you, that would do mostly everything in their power to make sure that he keep their foot on your neck? He ain't gonna let you get ahead like that. It's more better now than it was back then. You know what I mean? Because the cameras on them. People can see what they doing, like the murders that's taking place with the police killing us like 90 going north.
So it's more better, but it's the psychological thing because
We have gotten more power in this country than we ever had before. Like, you know what I mean? You got police that's majors and captains and commissioners. But that don't help if your mind is destroyed.
right.
You know what I mean? Look at this Negro named Clarence Thomas on the United States Supreme Court. Look at his mind. And it's millions like him. You know what I mean? That the whitey that really did the woo-wee with. They think that they think that, well, I'm going to say they think that they're not black, but they're not.
Right.
Mentally, they're not.
Mentally,
Yeah,
for
mentally
his
they're not.
time, it's just
Yeah, because I'm saying he got, he got a dark complexion, pigmentation of his skin, but this man is.
he thinks just
He's
like the destroyer.
He's one of the he's the worst enemy that we can have. He is Clarence Thomas, and people like him is one of the worst enemies.
Because he's on that Supreme Court.
Yeah, and and if you read some of his case laws, decisions he has made, he's been doing more damage to us ever since he got that position. George Bush, one of the Bushes, put him in there. So what you think? You already know how the Bushes feel about us. You already know. So what make you think?
Yeah, you asking me? I'm gonna tell you. We are the real Jews of the Bible. Them Jews in Israel are the fake Jews that took our history and still hiding our history. The Jews are black people according to all the words in God's Bible. Jeremiah 14 verse 2, Judah, the Jews are black. Songs of Solomon chapter 1 verse 5, the Jews are black. Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 21 or 31, the Jews are black. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 8, the Jews are black. Lamentations chapter 5 verse 10, the Jews are black. The book of Job chapter 30 verse 30, the Jews are black. All men was black because all men was made from the dust of the ground. That's the first man. And the dust of the ground is brown, and the deeper you go, it gets darker and darker. So where did the white man come from?
I know you're not asking me. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you in Genesis chapter 25, verse 25, God made one come out red all over. That's why they call the white man redneck. That's the first vision of the white man being born. God made that white man to be an enemy of the black man, his own brother. We was brothers, came out of Rebecca. But there was two nations in Rebecca's womb, and they was going to hate each other. The white man was going to hate us because we are peaceful people. To tell the truth, God said we dwelt in tents, but he was the man of the field. But we dwelt in tents. But he hated us with a perpetual hatred because he gave up the birthright. Not us, he did. He wanted to eat some porridge, some red porridge, which was bloody meat. That's what he wanted. He wanted his brother to fix him some red porridge. And he sold his birthright to his brother, Jacob. The white man did it to himself. But now he hates us, and this is what he do. He put us in his prisons. He put us in his jailhouse, and Willie Lynch, he got 11,000 laws against us. 11,000. That's what's it. If you look on the internet, there's 11,000 laws that Willie Lynch made against the black man. But y'all had all of them books in there. Y'all had the Willie Lynch letters.
They had, I mean, getting books wasn't no problem in prison. There was a lot of books that we got our hands on.
In a state prison.
In the state prison, federal prison too. Well, I don't really know.
Because I sent you books in the federal prison that ain't never get a lot.
They sent them back.
They ain't never sent them back.
Or destroyed them.
I paid for them books.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them books. They wouldn't even allow you to send me some law in there.
Your law literature.
No, my law, not the law that I was trying to fight my case with. They wouldn't let that in there. Remember they sent that back to you?
Because they didn't want you to fight your case.
They didn't want me to get some certain information that I needed that would help me. These people are crazy. They had me locked up, and the judge used a certain language that would have let me go free from when I gave my life sentence back.
We had 1964.
No, this was 81.
Or 81.
The judge sentenced me. Well,
you ain't going in that, but you don't want to go in that because you spent all 54 years in jail.
Yeah, so.
But your initial charge was murder, and you wasn't guilty of that.
I was locked up for murder. I was convicted for murder back then in '65, but.
And because you didn't tell on your buddy, you understand? You took that charge.
They made me do a lot of time for something that I didn't commit. They made me do some. I got locked up in '65, wasn't released until 2019.
2019 since 1965. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
And they didn't give you nothing, no money, no nothing when you got out of prison.
Nah, they gave me a
Hard way to go.
boot.
A boot with a yellow,
A boot. Get the fuck out, you know what I mean, and hurry back.
Yeah. And you know what? When you went into jail, like you were saying about your brother the other day, he came in and he was acting crazy when he first got in the penitentiary. He was wilding out. I guess you was doing the same thing when you got in there.
I wasn't wilding out. I mean, but it depends. Everybody act and function different, as we already know. We different folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't wilding out. I was confused and fucked up, trying to understand how this happened to me. And I haven't really committed no crime to call for this type of punishment that I received.
Right.
I got a life sentence and didn't do nothing. I didn't deserve no life sentence. I didn't do nothing to
That's
get no
right.
life sentence.
That's right.
But it is what it is, and I done what I did. I done what I done as far as the time concerned. Now I'm out here. Hopefully, these little
Segments.
that I'm doing can help someone stop
Find
them
it.
from going in that direction that I just come from under, and they can get some help mentally to help straighten this society out, especially our people out.
Right.
Because we need that. We need that because if we don't get that, we're going to constantly be miserable. Man, I hate seeing some of these things that these young kids or little babies are going through out here in this world, in this evil world that we living in.
It is evil.
Yeah, it's an evil world, man. You got little babies that's, man.
Well, you got a lot. When you got uptown, you got robbed when you got uptown.
Yeah, I got robbed. I didn't have a whole lot of money on me. I had a few dollars. Nigga hit me in the head, and I don't know why he hit me in the head.
Soon as you
know
got
what I mean?
uptown, a few months later, you got robbed.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
That's a goddamn
I shouldn't have had that nice shirt on, huh? Maybe he was after that nice shirt.
Oh man.
I don't know, man.
You know, from 54 years to getting
Yeah.
uptown and getting robbed. That's a goddamn shame. Well, this is another segment of Dead 54.
Dead.
And Cash App is the letter J and Scott, SCOTT 1151. The letter J, SCOTT 1151. Cash App.